Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Breeze. Oh, picked off.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Going up top on 1st down. He's right on target. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side now. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He unleashes a long one. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Gators! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Breeze. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Gators want to move quickly.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Caught on the outside, it's blocked. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's blocked. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
This quarterback part of their running game. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for the offense. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll go to the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Florida 14, Miami 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. Now the toss. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll keep it on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. And that ball is picked off. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
On the ground, it's Prince. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pulls it in. It's Coffee. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air, it's Breeze. Unloads it left. Touchdown, Florida! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in the road, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
The Canes are on the move.
325.
On the run, it's Harvey. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you've got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Kane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Sending the offense back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The run from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Payne. The Hurricanes pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there, and it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. It's Breeze. Pockets to. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to run it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. It's a draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Miami.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Jukes his way for more. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On second down, looking to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Wow, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Florida. 21. Miami.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 10. Set to kick it off.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll try the left side. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Canes racing to the line in a hurry up. They're going to test the right side with this one.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He'll throw on 3rd down. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you could see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Payne. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Breeze. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Trying to get to him. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricane! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes a man miss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Coming after it. Going deep. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback keeps it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
On the run, it's Coffee. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Gets it past the marker. Open runway ahead. At the 20. Touchdown Gators! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fast motion from the offense. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And the ball's on the ground. At the 35, he's open. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Florida! And the defense doing work.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Miami, 21.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Chen. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. Stopped after making the catch.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Takes the handoff. It's Prince. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Give to the running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They'll try to power their way ahead. The Gators get it past the sticks.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late. This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, if you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
Keeps the legs moving. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He looks that one in nicely. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Trying to convert this 2nd and short.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help them.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has run out. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very